Will Kirk Cousins get his revenge against the Commanders? Let's talk about it. What's up, Vikings Nation? Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. If this is your first time on the channel, we talk all things Minnesota Vikings related, so consider hitting that subscribe as we're trying to reach 550 subs by November 14th. So let's get right into it. Week 9 is officially upon us. We gave you the injury report yesterday. Now it's time to dive into the matchup of the week. A matchup that most Vikings fans should say we're probably going to win. Okay, more than likely. It's definitely going to happen. So who are we playing? Well, we're playing the Washington Commanders. That's right. Vikings are currently the favorite in this one by 3 points. We've been the favorites the last, 6 weeks at this point or something like that. So we're absolute dogs. Okay, 6-1 on the season. How you doing? Keep it moving. The current over-under is 43.5 points. Probably take the over in that one if I had to guess. Kirk Cousins travels back to Washington, I believe, for the first time since being traded to the Minnesota Vikings. So this is going to be awesome. This is a revenge game, kind of a look at me now type of game for Kirk Cousins. So you have to expect he's going to go and ball out. And however, on Washington's side, Taylor Heinicke gets to play his old team, being the Minnesota Vikings as well. We had him, can't remember how long ago off the top of my head. It was a couple years ago before the XFL. He was on our practice squad and stuff like that. Didn't get much playing time, if any, only in the preseason, basically. But this is going to be a fun game, okay? I think this is a game that we should win. We will win, okay? There's no doubt about that in my mind. But we will make it close, unfortunately, like we always do. Okay, Washington's going to fight tooth and nail to the very end, and we're going to find some way to pull away and take a dub, go 7-1 in the season. Now, if we lose this game, okay, I'm going to be very, very upset. There's no reason to lose this game. None whatsoever. Okay? Their running back situation, subpar. Their only good wide receiver, well, I guess the only stud on their team, Terry McLaurin, is okay. He's stoppable. Then you have to look at Diami Brown and some other guys. Their offensive line, not the greatest. The only good thing about this team is their defensive line, and they're still without Chase Young. He was activated to practice just earlier this week, so I'm not under 100% sure of his availability going into this game. I don't think he's going to play. I think he'll play probably next week, so that's good for us. But there's a couple things we can do to make sure and solidify this win before it even starts, and let's do that, right? 3 keys to victory like we do for every preview and prediction video. Let's talk about them. The first one being create turnovers. This has been the same point of emphasis for the last couple weeks now, for us anyways. Create those turnovers. You're dealing with a backup quarterback, Taylor Heinicke, considered the starter right now. He's going to make mistakes, so why not have him make more than he normally would? Okay, this defense has been flying around for the Vikings. We've been making plays. We've been creating turnovers. We've been winning ball games, and week by week, we've increasingly got way better on the defensive side. I think Patrick Peterson's starting to show his true colors. Cam Bynum, he's still inconsistent, but he's starting to get into a little groove. So if we create turnovers, we should win this game, especially with a backup quarterback in the starting role in Taylor Heinicke. Then we look at attack through the air. Now I thought about let's let Dalvin cook. We can do that as well, but I think their weakness defensively is their secondary. I think if you look at their defensive line, you're like, okay, we can run the ball every once in a while, but there's a higher chance or a higher rate that they're going to stop the run game or at least slow it down to a certain extent. So let's continue to do what we have done the past couple weeks, actually the entire season. Air it out, okay? Get the ball to Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne, and newly acquired, tight end, TJ Hawkinson. When we get in the red zone, he better be getting the ball. Okay, I want to see this man score a touchdown right away because we talked about it earlier this week where he's going to be implemented in this roster. He's going to make an immediate impact. There's going to be third downs, there's 2-minute warning, red zone, stuff like that. Just attack through the air and do it at a good rate. Limit the turnovers. I think we'll be just fine, and that will also help us win the ball game. And last but not least, pretty simple, win the time of possession. Have the ball in your hands for the majority of the game, and you win. I honestly believe that. Not in general, not for every game, but for this game specifically, because the Commanders are a team that we should beat, we can beat, and we will beat. So if we all we have to do is keep the ball in our hands for longer than they do, don't get comfortable, all gas, no brakes, and we'll come away victorious. So create those turnovers, attack through the air on offense, and win the time of possession battle. We will be just fine if we do those three things. We will win this game, be 7-1 going against the Buffalo Bills, which that's going to be a game. Okay, we'll figure out what's going to happen with that one when we get to it next week. But let's get a dub over there in Washington because they are dealing with some stuff. All right, might be on cloud 9, but we're going to go in there. We're going to take a dub, and we're going to do it with ease. Anyways, drop a like, leave a comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 550 subs by November 14th. Have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen, and Skol Vikes.